Hello, 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 my spookies. Welcome back to Tunic, a game that makes me go, what? More times than any other game I've ever played. I couldn't summarize the last episode if I wanted to. Can I still pray? I can pray. Can I teleport? Would I want to? Oh, this one is broken. I knew that, but it most certainly did not look like this last time. What is going on, guys? Like, what is going on? So, after the air destroyed us... Oh, mother? Hello. Gah! Okay, this is so not okay. What are you saying? Alright, I need to... This needs to change, because there's no way... Okay, alright, this is it, guys. Where's my paper and my pencil? We're doing this. We're doing this now. I swear to God. Alright, I'm pulling in all the stops without looking anything up, which is hard. So, like, alright. I'm going to sit down and translate this thing if it's the last thing I do, okay? Because I'm not gonna have people talk to me and we have no clue. We have this whole book of information. So what I'm actually doing right now is going through, when I've posted the very first episode of the series, you guys gave me some tips on things, right? In a very non-spoiler way, which is amazing. It says it is possible to translate the obfuscated text into English, but it's not required outside 100% completion. If you want to try, I think you'll have an easier time of it once you have more of the manual. ARDub23 said. Stokes gave me a big paragraph. Okay, I did a small bit of research to check if there's something to decipher the language directly. Seems like there's a few things that help a bit, but nothing directly. Knowing the language isn't necessary for most things, but is necessary to get the full lore, duh, and a small amount of areas. Also, I was going to try to decipher it with you without just looking stuff up because that's lame, but I learned that some symbols represent multiple letters, and that scares me, sorry. So that is actually a really good little tip there of just like, there's no Rosetta Stone for this. Now, I do not have the full book. I am missing some, but we got a big chunk of this, right? And so some symbols represent multiple letters. Now, I did question that because the one that keeps popping up is the arrow line arrow, and I've mentioned that so many times of what is the arrow line arrow. So if some symbols represent multiple letters, now something like that would make sense. Now look at the first. All right, so write that very first one of the paragraph, right? There's a blah blah big blah comma, right? So looking at the big blah, you can see where, I really hope this makes it. So I'm breaking down that for right where the comma is into 3 symbols, and I wish I could do something to point on the screen, but I can't. So you have the first symbol, which is 1, the second one, which is 2, and then the third one, which is a big one. If you look at the top section of the big one, it's the same as the top section of the first symbol there, right? And so there are patterns of like, okay, here's a line and a dot. And then there's the dots. There's the dots. So it makes sense how it's written and everything. Reminds me a little bit of Korean, to be honest with you. Korean is very line and dots. All I need is some sort of Rosetta Stone. Where it's like, here's somewhere to start. Whether it's the word the word a, something that translates from this to this. If I can have one word then we would be okay. But, like, I feel like a lot of this stuff is guesswork. Like, here, take this one for example. All right, left stick. We know is move. But is it, you know, is it movement? Is it just, you know, move? Is it the word move? It's like, it could be a bunch of different words. So, RT, right here, this one. Is it shield? Is it guard? Protect? It would be either shield or guard, right? Right bumper, is that potion? Health? Regenerate? The sword, is it... No, because that's item. So, A can be dodge. It's interact. There's a bunch of things that A does. Or pray. Actually, hold on a second. One of those is pray. So the A button, is it press, roll, blank and hold? Is that press? Because here you have... Okay, hold on. All right, wait. This one might be it here. So we have A, blah, blah, and blah. It's either dodge or roll, though. So this symbol right here, the one with that, with the lines on it, matches that symbol right there. So it's telling you what the A button does. So it's... Why are you moving? So that is dodge or roll. And so that's the problem with these as well. Like, this one right here is telling you how to run. So does that mean run? I'm assuming the one on the top right is interact, but, and also, like, is it pray? I call it pray because it looks like you're praying. Does the game have a different name for it other than prayer? I feel like I need to throw this up as a live video and you guys can watch me freak out. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Huh. Alright, this video is going to pause for a second. I'm just going to randomly go live and see if people go, oh my gosh! That sounds fun. Oh boy, do I got stories for days, guys. I forgot, actually, that I was in the middle of a video because I had stopped. And so, for me, this is about a week later. Because I was sick. I was very sick for a long time, so I haven't played this. So, here's what's happened. Here's the too long didn't read. I stopped that video, I went live for about, I was thinking like an hour. I think I was about 3 hours. I figured out a lot of this language. I understand how it works, and I don't know where my, oh gosh, Mason has moved my stuff. So, I figured out how it works, and I figured out quite a few symbols. If you want to watch me lose my mind and then victoriously figure out how this language works, go watch the live stream. I'll put the link to it in the description of this video down below. But it's a long video, but, like, it's probably worth watching me spaz. Thank you to my friend who didn't tell me the answers, but, like, would correct me of just all I got, like, yes or no's as I'm going through, so I wouldn't go off on a rabbit trail, because he knows what all of this stuff is, or was looking at something, but he had played this game, and he's been helping me along with certain things in a very non-spoiler way, which I appreciate so much. He wouldn't tell me anything unless I specifically asked. And he had hopped on and was texting me the whole time of like, okay, I was like, nope, you're going on a totally wrong tangent. Fudge muffins. But this is the page that did it for me. This was the beautiful page because I finally realized that you have a table of contents. Would you look at this wonderful table of contents? And if you would look at page 12, it says controls. And if I go over to page 12, That, all I needed was one word. One single word. I said it a million times, and that's all I got. That word at the top of the screen says controls. And that was what led me to figure out that this language is not an alphabet. It's not A, B, C, D, you know, you can't translate like that. It is all phonetics based. So you have the first, so like symbols, right? Like there's kind of a space between it. You have kun, you have traw, you have the two lines are ul, and the final one is s, controls. And so from there, I went over here, to this one, and the bottom left one says roll, from controls to roll. And I was like, oh my gosh, and kind of figuring things out from that, we hear this one right here that says shield, shield. And I'm like, oh my gosh, and spent about 20 years trying to figure out what this page said, and got a few sentences, got a few stuff, so I have a clearer understanding of the language. I don't have, like, complete, you know, I don't have everything. There is a methodology to it that I don't quite understand yet. So there's got to be a way where, oh, these ones are consonants, these are vowels, because there's definitely the hexagonal system, and I don't 100% have that one down, but I'll get it over time. I'm not going to do any more right now. I'm going to be very distracted. I'll show you that for a second. I wanted to do this one first. Because I was told multiple times, the game does not intend for you to know this language at this point right here in the game. Which makes me, I'm like, dude, how early am I in the game? I thought I was in late game. Apparently not. I don't know. I have no idea. But apparently there's a page somewhere that really helps you with understanding how this language works, which is really cool. I feel really impressive for being able to figure out stuff without that page, and apparently way earlier than the game intended. So I'm not going to spend any more time. I have my thing, and if I come across stuff, I'll, like, try to figure it out. Actually, I don't know where my pages are. Like, they were here. Let me see. Hold up. Where are my pages? There we go. Look at this. Look at this beautiful piece of paper. Absolutely beautiful. So, I mean, like, honestly, I feel very impressed. we have certain sounds because it is a phonetic language. Not very many, and not very many consonants, but, so I feel, even though I really want to know what that person is saying, I'm not going to spend way more time on it because people have told me you're really not going to be able to. At the end of the game, I'm definitely going to go through these videos because I'm very curious as to, like, when you have the names of the places, right? Is that actually what it's saying? Because the one for, I forget what exactly it was like the East Forest and, like, the East Bell Tower or something like that, right? And they did not start with the same syllable, which makes me think that the actual name of it wasn't East. And so I wonder if, like, the translation is a little bit different. I'm like, what's the actual names? The librarian. The name was so long. There's no way. And some people would talk to us as well. The bosses would say something. So I'll probably end up going, but once I understand how the language works, go back to that and everything. And I know I've been talking for a long time, but I do also have to preface something else. I think you can kind of see them. Right there. If you see tiny movement, I'm gonna show you this. So if I seem very distracted and keep, like, glancing over, it's because I'm currently, oh, there she is. That's Morgana. She's screaming at me right now. I can hear her. I don't think the microphone can pick up because she's very tiny. But I'll pick this up. My kittens are in the living room right now because we need to get them used to people and sounds and everything like that. So they've been living in the bathroom for the past, like, week and a half, and now they've finally graduated They can run around the house with extreme supervision because Drizzy is not a fan of the kittens, so you have to watch out, and you don't want them getting into anything and everything. They are very small. They're about 6 weeks old right now. And so they just really want to run around the house because they love running around the house. But because I'm not watching them, I'm making videos. They are in kitten prison, and so now they're just sitting there screaming at me because they really, really want out. I'm like one step closer to my ultimate dream of having a streaming room, like in a room with kitten, like that's also my kitten room with having kittens run around with me. But all right, so there's all my talk. Again, it's been about a week and a half for me because I've been sick. I felt really bad because I wasn't able to post any Tunic just because I haven't been able to sit down and play it. But let's actually get into it. All right, so yeah, I feel bad for I do not have these symbols on my list. It's very symbol-y. So I wonder, oh man, she's yelling at me. She's so cute. Why is she so cute? The last one is similar to more. So something. Oh my gosh, they're being adorable. I can't. Could be, or it's not quite door. It looks like door, but that line is diagonal instead of vertical. So I suspect that very last one next to the question mark is an or. Bore, soar, tor. Because it's not more, and it's not door. But it's very similar to those. So I would assume that it would be an or sound, but just a different consonant. But we don't know. Oh goodness, I don't think I have any of those even remotely. No, I don't have anything with a little circle. I do not know what the circle symbolizes. The third one resembles taw. It's not identical. There's lines, so it's probably very, very different. This is the thing. One single line can make it very difficult. Or like it's just a totally different. I'm like somewhere in here is consonants and somewhere are vowels, but I don't quite have enough yet to be like, oh, this is what that is. This is what that is. Oh my gosh, they are just absolutely screaming at me. They're imprisoned. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're singing the song of their people. They were fine until I started talking, and maybe they're like, oh wait, she's here. I really want to know what you're saying. I really want to know. Oh my gosh, why? Oh no, I've already been in here. Okay, so what were we doing? All right. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to. Then I gotta remember how to play. I suspect we need to go to the graveyard. Like, that's... Are there enemies? There are no enemies. Let me equip that. Like, what happens? Because we're a spirit right now, right? Can I save? Okay, I can save. Mother! Oh goodness. Something bad! Oh, something very bad. Yeah, see, I really want to know what you're saying. Like, desperately want to know what you're saying. Alright, we're finally getting some music. Like, is this what it was before? Oh, hi everybody! Fourth key. So we got 3 keys, so you're praying. Something about a 4th key. Alright, the top 3 repeat. Something, something, something. Oh man, now I got, oh man, now Hime loves the kids. So they're all big buddy pals, cutesies and everything. And oh goodness, the cat, it's I gotta fix that. She opened the window. Hime is real buddy moves with the kittens, and now she's screaming at me to release the kittens. I'm sorry guys, I gotta make videos. Oh, there's that symbol again, the very first one, which is the or. I mean, it could be or. Like I said, it looks very similar to door and more. I'm not sure what it would be. I will tell you. So something ... something, and then that second one, which is made of 2 syllables. That's 2 syllables. The second one is a D. That is a D. For sure. I got that one lined up. So something D. But I do not have... I can't wait till I have all of this and can just, like, come back and see, be like, alright, what were they saying? Siege engine? Oh, the last one ends with an L. I think the line arrow is A. Or an. Because, so, there was something, it said it was a tip, use the shield. And I thought it was use the shield. And it was use a shield. Like, tip, use a shield. Where was that? Somewhere with a tip. Oh, baby, stop being cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, breaking my heart. Oh, here. That line is, I think, the or a, or it was like, use a shield, use the shield. So I think that's actually the, not a. I thought it was like, oh, tip, use a shield. I think it's use the shield. So the first word's really long, right? The second word ends with a K. I have that. Do I have... No. I don't think I have that Y symbol? No, that could be anything. When it's a Y like that, there's a lot that has the Y symbol. I thought it was a T because it looks like a T. T is a Y with a line. But we also have the Y when it comes to she, the symbol for she. So I haven't quite differentiated the differences between that. That symbol looks very similar to ta. Like, very similar, but there's an extra line, so it's not. Ends with an L. The very, very last symbol ends with an L. All right, so there's a siege engine. People seem to think that there's a fourth one. Hero or fool. Something about the hero and something about the fool. I definitely don't have those symbols. Lots of arrows. Lots of arrows. Gosh darn it. It's like, I really wanted to be like, oh, like this, the second syllable, the second word ends with a D. It's like, now I can recognize things. I spent hours doing all of this just to get these few symbols. And like, now it's like, okay, I went over it so much I could recognize it. So something about the hero and the fool. Are you saying that the hero was a fool? Can I do anything with the keys, though? Are we in the past? That's what it feels like. I feel like this is the past. But the buildings are all the same. But wasn't there, like, nothing here? And I was very confused by that fact. So, do you know how they say that the female species is, like, attuned in such a way that, like, high-pitched noises, we notice them because it's like the sound of a baby crying, right? And so, like, we're just like, what, baby crying? We must take care of it, like the maternal instinct that I'm pretty positive I don't have because I don't baby. But anyways, I feel like my instinct for babies, which again I don't have. I'm not a baby person. I'm sorry. I don't baby. I kitten. Can I? Okay, so it's really because like so there's a lot. It's blocked off, so I cannot go into certain areas, which is brilliant game design, by the way. So I cannot go down here, like literally. But though I am not baby attuned, if I hear a baby crying, I run away. Kittens, on the other hand, or like just like the high-pitched cat sounds in general, like I can always hear, always. And so even though I have my headphones on and got the sound of the game like right in my ear and the sounds around me are very muffled, I can hear them crying and I'm just like, must. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? What? Why? Oh my god, I can just hear them and I'm like, I'm sorry, babies. I don't want to put them in the bathroom. All right, the very end, the something ends with a K. Oh my gosh. Ends with a K. I hope you can hear them. I don't think you can because they're very, very quiet and this only picks up so much, but I hope you can hear the torment that I have to. Okay, interesting. Okay, so you have again, when I say word, it's where there's a break in it, right? So you have word, that dot, word, and then word. So that 3-syllable word, that 3-syllable word ends with ST. Oh my goodness, what is happening over there? They're singing the song of their people. Ends with ST. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do it. It could be first. It doesn't seem like that first letter has enough syllables, but first, because yeah, that's the symbol. That's yes, S. That's an S, and then that's the T. Fist could be fist. I don't have any arrow, like that up arrow. Thirst. But it seems very simple. Like, I would think that would be like fist. Just because there's not a whole lot of lines there. I see the up arrow all the time. I've thought that up arrow is the, but I'm not 100% sure about that one. But that up arrow is everywhere. So it's got to be something very common. It could be thirst, and so it'd be a TH, but I don't really think it has the R. I think R is a more complicated one. I really do. Oh my goodness. I'm such... Do you see? Like, you can see them. Like, do you see what I have to deal with right now? What is happening? Do you want to see him? You want to see him? I probably shouldn't do this. It'll just encourage them. You see with what I have to deal with right now? Look at this. Look at this. This is Morgana. This is Guinevere. And this is Lunette. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to play video games, my babies. They had running around time this morning. They did. I let them out, I made breakfast, I posted my morning video, all the stuff. Swamp? There's no swamp. I mean, you could call the area in the graveyard the swamp. Do I have that symbol? I don't think so. Oh, God bless T. I don't think I have any of these symbols. Gosh darn it. I shouldn't have done that. Alright, something about a swamp. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if we can come back here and talk to these people again, because I don't even know what happened to get us here in the first place. Whoa. Oh, the cathedral. I mean, we are a ghost, right? So something about a cathedral. That's a really long word at the bottom. I don't want to put them in the... They're generally in the bathroom, and I don't want to put them in the bathroom. No, I don't know enough to do all of this. Gosh darn it. I need more syllables! Alright, so this is... Wait, can I pray to this? Interesting. Very interesting. Like, how am I supposed to get to that card? I'm just curious if there's anything else around here. Like, it's doing a good job of blocking things off, so I wouldn't think so. You know how I make the joke of like, oh, you know, people play on easy mode, you play on hard mode, but if you ever try to play on cat mode... Oh god, they're everywhere. Cathedral Moonlight. Because the cats will jump and get in my way. This is kitten mode, and this is... Whew. Alright, see the down arrow, and then, like, so many things with the arrows. Just because they look like... the second word ends with a T. So many arrows. The third word ends with a K. The second to last word in the first line ends with a T, and the last word in the second line ends with a T. Oh man, I need another 3-hour session trying to figure all this out. But, like, I'm starting to recognize stuff, right? So that first word ends with a T, and I've seen that word before. That arrow with a line, because I keep looking to see if I have it, and I know I don't. Big fight. The big fight, so it's the. I think it's the. The big fight, blah blah, the something. Ends with a K. Last word ends with a K. Gosh darn it. Oh, there's so much I don't know. That drives me nuts. I desperately want to know what they're saying. Desperately. The old burying ground. I wonder if it's possible to win that fight. I mean, I feel like it could be. Like, is that a scripted loss against our maybe mother, the heir? Is that something that we might have been able to win and get some kind of ending? I'm just going around and seeing if there's any people. I do wonder if that's possible. Hi, door. Sorry, I had to save first. Wait, was this? That was not open before. Was this open before? Hey, my dude. How are you? You say other things? You're certainly selling more things. Can I buy? Yes! I've been after that for a long time. God, he's cool. I honestly would love some bombs, but I think I need to hold on to some of this. I'd love me. I'm not sure how many I've done in order to get more, because the book said the more coins. Oh goodness, I don't remember where that little chart was. I've got to here, this one here. I'm unsure as to how many coins. See, like, I love that I recognize symbols now. So that very first word ends with else. Wells! Wells! That's gotta be Wells. LS, Wells. That has to be Wells. I'm gonna write that down as we. Absolutely. Absolutely has to be Wells. Where, as in well. I love languages so much. I don't see where weh would come in, but it could be. So the problem is it's consonants and vowels, and I don't quite yet know that part, right? So trying to figure out which one's the consonant, which one's the vowel. I'm not. So one of those is going to be weh, and one of them is the W, and the other one is going to be the eh sound. And I don't know which one's which, right? Just yet. Line. The second one, so Wells. Something that ends, that's a D. Wells. Something D. And then it's something, the third word ends with an S. Wishes. I don't think so. coins. Maybe. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't know if I'm right or not, but as I said it out loud, coins, the last word, right? Wells something that, right? So it ends with an S. I know that. I have it right in front of me. That is, I would recognize that S anywhere. As I said, coins, I looked down, and everything in this language is phonetic, right? There's no C, there's no K, it's just K noise. That first part possesses the K. What I have is the K. That right there. That is the K symbol. And if you look at that, it's looking right at me. I see the symbol in that. I think that word says coins. So it would be co-in. Do I have an N anywhere? I do, for controls. And the symbol for for controls, that bottom looks a lot like that. So it would be coin, co. And so something here would be the E sound, which I don't know. There's N. That's absolutely coins. I don't know where, so yeah, I'm looking at the word for controls, so con. I'm looking at the N. I just have a symbol for just N by itself. And I have the K sound. It's all in here. So I'm wondering, what's the E sound? Coin. What makes it an E? Because, like, right now, looking at it, it just looks like cons. I also find it interesting that the K and the C... Oh, no, it's not different. I was like, the controls and just the K on its own are different. No, it's not, actually, now that I look at it. It's in there. And I'm so sorry that, like, you guys can't see what I'm staring at. This was the problem that I had when I was trying to figure out the language to begin with, where I'm just like, oh, wait, this symbol is in this symbol is in this symbol. Wait, I see the symbols. I'm starting to make sense of it. Where I can see where the N is now. I see where the K sound is. So the ah sound would be in the hat. And I know that doesn't make any sense. But it does when I'm staring at it. So hat, because it's all based on a hexagon. So having the hat could be the O. So maybe vowels are around and consonants are in the middle? That could be it, actually. Because any time where I just have a consonant by itself, it does not have anything around it. It's once you add vowel sounds that you have the outside of the hexagon. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. I think that's a really good revelation here. So that would be ka. And then that's the n at the end. So I'm trying to just pull them apart, because the more I can pull these symbols apart, the more it makes it here. I will pull up paint again. This is what I did in my live stream. But let me actually... I'm going to pause the game real fast, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. As kittens scream at me. 'Cause this is part of the game too. All right, let me throw over to display. All right. All right, so this is what I'm doing right now, and I think it's important so we can like actually get the language. All right, so I have the symbol for this is going to be absolutely terrible. Can I make it the language on these kids? All right, so we have the symbol for con from controls, right? And it looks something like this. And I'm sorry, it's like terrible, right? All right, and this is very long, like this, and then it's like this, right? That is con, C-O-N from controls. And what I'm looking at is, so we also have an N, bonk. That's N. And I also have K. And these are absolutely known. All right? So, if you look at the K and the N by itself, so this symbol and this, it's right here. There's the K. And if you look at the N, it's right here. There's the N, right? And so, what is the new factor? It's the hat, right? Because we have the K and we have the N. So that hat is like an sound. Because there's a lot of vowels. It's not just, oh, here's an O. It's the phonetic. So that hat has to be the sound if it's just the hat by itself. Because if we divide this up, there's the N, there's the K, and that right there is an sound. So I'm going to write controls. Is it and? Because we do have a lot of this. Just that one. Is that A? Because adore controls oh, it is. So this would be A. Like something. Because I see a lot of that, and I thought it was the. But it could just be Yeah, you see a lot of just this. So yeah, controls, Oh man, that messes with my Englishness. Because you're like, wait, that's the wrong sound. But no, it is it's the same sound. Oh, English is weird. Controls, a book. I mean, you could say a book, a book, a book, a book. So this would be A. I thought it was the. So that's just A. Interesting. Okay, so we have so pulling that apart. So if I go back to this, so now we have that last word, which is absolutely coins, right? So let me go back to the paint and make this small. Can I do it where that's in the back? No, I can't. Dang it. Sorry for the back and forth and everything. So let me write it down. Sorry, it's gonna be flashing on ya. So let me write this word down on a different piece of paper because that's my solve stuff. So somewhere in that last word is going to be the E sound. Coins, E. So, but we're only going to get it if we pull it apart, right? So we have that. That's going to go down. This. And then I'm not going to put the S because we know the S. Okay. So that's my best renditioning. So let's go back to paint. All right, back to paint. So we have this right here. So the word for coin is this. with the line, and then this, this, this. Coin. This means coin. So here's the K. This is K. So blah, blah, blah. We don't need that. That's the K. That is literally the symbol right there. That's the K sound. Now, we have the, so oin. So we have N, which is this and this, right? So this is the N. So this, no, where's the O? K, oin. Wait. It would have to be, because that's the N, that's the K, and the N, this is the N. It would just that? The line? Literally just oin? That's oin? K, oin. It would have to be, right? Because it literally doesn't have anything else to it. K. And k, k. So that, just that, is oin. That's ridiculous. That seems too simple for a complicated vowel. Oin. Oin is a complicated vowel. I don't know if I'm 1,000,000% convinced of that. And the fact that it's inside, right? Because this is k, but this would have to be oin. Trying to see where in the hexagon it would be. I need more space. All right, let me make it big. I see the N. Where in the hexagon is that? Because, like, here's the hexagon. Like, it's in this hexagon? What I really need is, if you've ever seen for like kanji, to practice your kanji, it has like sheets that like have the, and they have it for in English too, right? The penmanship sheets that like little kids get, where it shows like the dotted line where you're supposed to make your letters, right? To make them the right size so you learn over and over. Kanji have very complicated ones because it has the boxes, which is why that was the first one. I need a blank page of hexagons so I can start drawing these in for myself. Problem is, if I don't dare type that into Google, because if I do, I'm gonna get the solutions, which I don't want. Okay, so I was really hoping that would give me a vowel. I feel like I got the word for coin, but like the the oi sound, it would have to be that tiny line, which, sure, but I don't know. That just seems too simple. But I'm convinced that says coins just by the knowledge that I do have right here. So I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write down the word for coin because I will recognize the different, like, that has to say wells and coins. I don't know what the one in the middle is, but that absolutely says coin. Maybe wells love coins. I don't know. Maybe it does say that. That would be hilarious if it did. And I have absolutely no idea what the little circle means. But like this is how you solve the language, a little bit at a time, right? Just tiny, tiny bits at a time. And that gives you more, which gives you more, which gives you more. It's like all you need is one word. And that's all I started with was one single word. And it's like I can go and look at the using my mouse. But like I can look at this and be like, all right, I see S's, I see D's, I see T's. And so like I'm starting to be like, all right, I can recognize a K, there's a K, there's a this, there's a that, but there's a lot of really, really common ones. Down arrow line down, that one's really common. L's, I can see an L anywhere, and then there's the up line down, that one's everywhere. Single syllable. Oh man, I've been going for almost an hour. I'm like, I don't feel like we've gone anywhere, but I feel like you get to see kittens, and we did a little bit. It's very, very language heavy, and I hope that kind of like shows my process of here's the language, and here's how we figured out a bunch of. I'm sorry? What in the fudge? What? Can I hit you? What? Whoa, 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 whoa! I can't dodge roll in the water. I'm sorry? What? There wasn't even like a clue as to where, and I have like no health. All right, I don't think I can. Oh fudge. Okay. Like, I can see it in the water, but... Oh! Oh! What the heck is that? Okay, so even though I can't dodge in the water, you really gotta know where those guys are. Okie dokie. Sorry, I just saw the chest. Oh. Okay, yeah, we taking you out immediately. I just wanted the chest on the right-hand side. There's also a chest right there. Can I even go there? Wait. Alright, hold on. There's clearly a chest. Like, where? Whoa, where am I going right now? Okay, that's not the chest I was aiming for, but hey, look, guys, I found a chest. Aha! With a wait, say coin. Does it? It does not say coin. The page. Nope. I've done enough languageness today. Let's do a like that right. Like literally, there's a chest like literally right there, and I don't understand how to get there. Whoa, what is that floating on the bottom? I think it's a skeleton. Like, yeah, there's literally a chest right there, but I can't, why can't I can't get to it. I'm very confused by that. Like, that is a chest, right? It looks like I can't go there right now. Oh, nope. Fudge. Uh-oh. Fudge! Nope. I saw you! Oh gosh. Move! I can't dodge in water. Move! Okay. Alright, so you just have to hit them once and then they show up. Got it. Oh, of course there's one right there. I cannot see. I don't know where you are. I have no idea where he is. Let's get to the water. Alright, wait. Oh, no, turn around. He's right there. No, oh boy. Okay, come on. Just hit him once. Drink. I have no idea where he is. Oh, he's right there. Nope, fudge. Come here. Ow, turn around. Ah! Dodge, please. Oh, 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 yes, there he is. Okay, awesome, 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 awesome. Alrighty. Okay, and I really would like to save, but I am absolutely not doing that because I don't want those guys to respawn at all. Dude. Oh! What's that up there? Whoa, what's that? Whoa! Why does it look like that? That's fascinating. I don't think I can get up there. What is going on, my people? What is happening here? I wanted so long to get to this place, and I'm finally here, and I'm just like, what? Okay, I don't have a whole lot of health, I'll tell you that much. Alright, so that seems to be leading this way, but there wasn't anything I could do here. That just goes up. Oh, that's the, wait, no, that's the heroes one. I wonder if that turns us back. Solid. I'm not sure. Alright, I'm gonna have to call this one here. Yeah, so this one was interesting more on the language than, like, we made a little bit of progress. I'm finally in the graveyard, which is where I wanted to be, so I'm really excited about that. Like, really excited. I really, really wanted to get here. I have no idea how much we have left, how far. People seem to be implying that I have a lot more than I thought I did. And I'm just like, I thought we were in endgame. Ha 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 ha. Silly spooks. But I'm very proud of the, oh no, of the progress that I've been able to make on the language. The fact that I understand how it works and like just slowly adding. That is so flipping cool. Bits and pieces to the knowledge to be able to translate this. How am I supposed to? I want down there. That's where I want. So there seems to be another way to get down there, and I'm going to find out what it is. That's all just like super cool to me. But we're gonna. Oh, whoa, 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 okay, oh, okay, oh, okay. Are using a grave as a. Oh, whoa, that is one heck of a reach, my dude. Okay. Oh man, I'm so doomed here. I got no health. There. I think I'm starting to figure the game out. Like, not the what's going on, because I certainly don't, but like the game itself, I'm like, okay, now that I got a stepping stone, I got this. I so got this. But we'll figure that out next time. Or at least, hopefully a little more. A little more, a little more, a little more. That's how you solve crazy, crazy, crazy puzzles. And I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Oh, man. Next time will be much more explory and less languagey. Sorry. But if you enjoyed that as much as I did, hit the like button. We all like buttons. If you haven't already, please, please hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so, so, so much. In the description below is a link to my Patreon. You can help support the channel so we can continue to get awesome, amazing games like this. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. So freaking cool. I'll see you there.